Congratulations, Oni Games and Stuff, on being the first one in the tavern. You get the best seat in the house. The rest of you will just have to deal with the second best. Yo.
Hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome in, welcome back. I'm sorry I've been away. How are you all doing? To make up for the fact that I've been away, look, there's a cat. There's a cat. There's a new photo of the cat. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Oni, congratulations on getting first, and welcome back. And Sentinel, hello. How you doing? How you doing? And that's a new photo. That was taken last night. Brand new photo of him. New photo of the sleepy boy, who is currently sitting right next to me. So, yes, I'm talking about you. Yes, I am. We're also trying out something new with the music. We're using music from the YouTube library today, and everyone is hearing the same music. So we're not using a streaming platform for the music. So everything that you hear on live is also going to be heard in the VOD. We're gonna try this out. I might be changing it up. I might not. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how we like this. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how things are. We're just gonna be trying out some new things. But yeah. How's everyone? Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. Hopefully you've all been having a wonderful week. I know. I've been away. I've been a little sick this past week. So let's hope that I'm finally over it, though. Oof. I remember when I was taking college classes and like working a full, yeah, I don't know if it would be considered a full-time job. No, it was a part-time job. It's a long time ago. But yes, working a part-time and taking classes full-time. It was a time. That was probably some of the most stressful times of my life, but also probably some of the best times too, because I made a lot of good friends when I was in college. I made a lot of dumb decisions, but I made a lot of good friends. I also learned college was not for me. And let's just say my grades reflected on where I succeeded and where I did not. I should have tried to go to art school. Definitely. You're not a big fan of college. It's not for everyone. And depending on where you are and your situation and where you go, it can be very expensive to go to college. For me personally, it was very expensive. Could have been a lot more. And hello, Al. Yes, the beans are out. Yeah, let me move the cat. So that way you guys can see him a little bit. Cheese. Here, we'll move the cat down there. That way you guys aren't covering him up. And I have a cheese hat. Oh, my cheese hat fell. I guess you guys have to throw me another one. But yeah, college. It was a time. I've luckily since I wasn't in there for long, as you guys hit me in the nose with birdseed, I was able to pay off all my college expenses. But yeah, I think I failed all my math classes, all my English classes, but I aced all of my painting, drawing, sculpture, and theater classes. I think the lowest I got was like a B plus when it came to like, and I think that one was, I forget if it might have been theater and sculpture. And I think that was the year that I missed the second half of like most of those classes because I was basically bedridden because I was so sick. So yeah. Traditional college, not for me. I can't write a paper to save my life. And that was with me going and utilizing all the services that they have. And I still failed. Ow, your cheese! Cheese to the side of the face. It's supposed to land on my head. You're aiming for the top of the head, not for the side of the face. But yeah. That's alright. But yeah. But like I said, I made some absolutely wonderful friends while I was in college. Some of them I'm still in touch with. We don't see each other as much anymore, but we try to get together once a year at least nowadays. Granted, like my college years were, how many years ago now? I know over 5 years ago. I know it's been more than 5 years. I don't remember anymore. Too long for me to try to remember. But yeah. There's a lot of fond memories. We used to be menaces. I'm pretty sure we scared off some freshmen from attempting college. This was back before, like, some colleges were like, you know what? If you're local, we might think about making it free. Because I know some colleges are doing that now. I don't know if the ones around me are doing it. I have no clue. I have no interest in going back to college. Like, maybe. Maybe I would. But granted, I'd be doing it just for the art classes. Where was that when you needed free college? I know! I know there are some out there, that are doing that now. But from what I understand, it's like it's like the community colleges, if you live in that state, then it's free tuition. But if you're coming into that college from out of state, then you have to pay. You want a 3D version of your PNG tuber model? I'm sure you could find one. You could probably do something similar to what Shario does and use VR chat. I'm sure there are models similar to what you have in VR chat. Maybe not exact, but probably pretty darn close. The only thing is, unless you're willing to pay for one, you would have to use a public, and there's always the risk of the public getting pulled. Ah, 3D models, they're tough. I have tried 3D modeling stuff in Blender and like 3D modeling models. That's a tough one. It is really tough. I am very slowly learning it. I have learned how to modify models. And I'm very slowly learning how to make accessories for models. But to make a model from scratch, that is difficult. The people who do it, more power to you. I'm currently working on modifying and doing a little bit of a kit bash for some models coming up, and I need to get some kit bashing done for Ferality for my model, because I'm not going in with my normal model. That model's way too heavy for Ferality. So I'm probably gonna go in. I'm probably going to make my I'm probably gonna go in with the optimized Night Beast, but I need to adjust it to fit me better. But yeah, any form of art or craft or anything really, especially artistic, the first one you make is gonna look like a heaping pile of garbage. It's gonna look like it's gonna look like a piece of shit. It always is. But the most important thing is, don't give up. Yeah, you gotta keep making them. You gotta keep working at it. That's the most important thing. You should see some of my early drawings. I've been drawing for a very, very long time. You should see some of my early drawings. They're hot messes. They don't look nice at all. And even nowadays, like some of my drawings, and I'm just like, I really don't care. I'm just gonna sort of scribble and doodle. You know, like, they don't look nice. But that's okay. They don't have to look nice. Not everything you make has to look nice. Anyone who says so, guess what? Don't listen to them. Are you making something for them that they're paying for? If the answer is no, then guess what? Don't worry about it. If you're making art for yourself, or you make an art for free for someone else, then don't worry about it. That's how it is. But yeah. It is such an important thing to remember, especially in today's day and age. Just to keep trying. Doodle, sketch, 3D model. There's so many tutorials out there on like how to do things and how to learn the basics. There are free courses online to learn to animate by hand if you want. The only time you do free air is for your friend's birthday. See, that's perfectly acceptable. I do a lot of I do a lot of artwork for my friends and stuff like that. I don't granted, like I'll get an idea in my head and it'll get stuck in my head and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna draw this thing for you and do this thing for you because I'm just like, I just sort of want to. Don't mind the fact that I'm basically gonna give you an entire model. You don't have to use it, but here you go. Mostly because I find this fun. And I will get ideas and I'll be like, this will be cool. I like this. Hence why I can turn into Shirio, who is a wonderful content creator. I've made a few things for Shirio. Where is it? I made him his Minecraft skin, which also led to me making this for him. I don't think he's ever used it though. This is a free model, VTuber base that you can adjust the skin on. Then there is this model, which is gonna look a little cursed because it's meant to sit on another model. So it's meant to be held. I don't have any of the hotkeys set up, but it has a hotkey for multiple tails, a long dangle model. You can technically turn the arm off. I just don't have those hotkeys set up. I have too many models. This is the problem. What else do I have? I've done a model giveaway before. I don't remember which one of these is actively rigged to me. Hang on, we'll go with this one. This is Tanuki. Navarre no longer uses him. But I did a raffle for a free VTuber model. And Navarre won. So his mascot got made into a VTuber model. I've done a lot of models. These are just ones that are not me that I've done. I don't even know how many of them are me. Wait, I'm gonna need a ball. Because I can be. There we go. Alright. I may have a problem. I don't know if you'd count this as a problem, but I may have a problem with making models for myself. Considering I'm currently in the process of making another one. Granted, that one was originally just meant to be for a new starting soon, be right back and ending screen. And then I looked at it and I went, it'd be fun to actually turn that into a model. And next thing I know I did all the artwork to turn it into a model. That was something. Anyways. Yeah. I'm awake. I'm awake. I've eaten today. I usually don't eat, but I've eaten today. I even have tea. I have a mint tea where it's like a spiced honey blended into it. So I think it's starting to get cold. It's still good though. Anyways. Are you guys ready to jump into the game and get started? We have a lot of terraforming to do today. I got quite a bit done the other day, off stream. Once I was awake and actually feeling a bit better. I almost did a late night stream, but I didn't. What do you guys say? Are we ready to get into Minecraft? Let's head over to Minecraft. The mining of the crafting. Alright. There you go. That looks good. Look at that. The cat's still there. Alright. Let's go. Is there anyone on? I realize I have that marked there. Let me go ahead and fix that. I'm also currently the only one on the server. I'm pretty sure people logged on while I was AFK, but that's okay. Not that one, not that one. Anything from there? I don't think so. Let that go. We're gonna grab some green wool. The rest of that green wool. Alright. You guys ready to see what I got done? Look at that. Bit more built up since you guys last saw it. Just a little bit more built up. Look at that. I know there's a lot of holes in it. All those holes need to be green wool. I need a lot more green wool. Oh boy. Alright, hang on. This is gonna require a lot more cleanup. I'm not sure how much more cleanup it's gonna need, but it's gonna need a lot more cleanup. All around, in general, everywhere. It's gonna be a fun time doing it. But that's okay. Alright, I need to grab... That's not what I wanted. I want this. I want this. Set here. Okay. So this monstrosity here needs to go away. Right. Did this correctly? Yeah, that looks about right. Okay. Somewhere around there. that level goes up. Don't know where. We're gonna find out. But basically all that needs to get dug out. And I also acquired an egg somewhere. Alright. Time to get started. We're gonna start with the dirt. So yeah. So my plan for this area is to build up the Coliseum up top on the highest point. I'm not sure where, but there's also going to be a library over here where I'm going to put all my book trading villagers. And then there's also going to be a, what is, I'm not sure if I want to put my main house in this area or not, too. Because this area is a nice big flat area, so it'd probably be good, like a good base place to put my, like, main big house. So that would probably work pretty darn well as my, as a good spot for my house. Essentially my big base. That's not what I wanted. Hello. Go ahead. Alright. If you're gonna be lurking, I hope you enjoy your lurk. And if you need to head out for the day, I'm glad you stopped by. Either way, I appreciate you being here. Around here, what that is. Let's just quickly. Keep this area dug out and marked up here.
Fair warning, an ad is incoming.
Oh, that out of here. Here. Okay, you're there. Gonna have to take out all that. We're gonna have to take out all the stone. That's okay. There's the edge of that. Okay. Alright, really quick. Let's go down a level. See that sun setting. We're gonna have to run back to bed here in a second. Which will actually be good because that means that we'll be able to drop off all our stuff in our inventory. There's the bed. There we go. Might move the bed closer, which actually, yeah, that is what I am going to do. So I am going to stop that. This up. Gonna move this on closer. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Turn that back on. Quickly run through this. That is moss. Want this. We'll take out this stone. Okay. We'll come back to that in a second. It's gonna take out all this. Have you guys ever done big terraforming projects like this? I don't think I've ever done one on this scale before. This is I think this is my biggest one to date. And I've been having a lot of fun with this. I've been really enjoying this. It's been like a little bit of a challenge getting the getting everything the way I want it, but it's still a lot of fun. I'll find out if that's actually needed there, or if that is not really needed there. I'll come back around for that at a later time. All that needs to go. Still got, you know what, we're gonna go back to removing dirt. So I want to get this area flat. I think that's still our best bet. Flatten. Yes. That's still probably our best bet here. And we're gonna get our occasional piece of dirt. Not dirt, grass in here, but that's fine. I cannot wait for this to get done. Like, so far, it's been looking absolutely fantastic, at least in my opinion. I think it's looking gorgeous looking. I'm so happy with how this is looking so far. I think part of the reason why I am so happy with this is because since I essentially pre-made it, it's not hitting the ugly stage because I already hit that in the test world. So I was able to get through the ugly stage ahead of time. Which was sort of nice. And if you guys didn't know, all Minecraft builds have an ugly stage. Yeah, you hit that stage where you're just like, it's all horrible. It's ugly. I just want to tear it all down. Let's this in. What's this one? Where's that? Hello? Go ahead and get this one all in here. Okay, where did I put the bed? I think I put it over here. Yep, there it is. There's the bed. Yeah, but what do you guys think? How do you guys like the build so far? Have you guys been enjoying this build? Hoover those on up. Just gonna run those back. Well, we're here. My face. Doesn't like any of those. Hello. Can we do the right thing? You are. That goes there. I'll deal with that later. Next, this one, to put in, it goes there. go there. That needs to go down. So those holes need to get filled. Hey, we're almost connecting it up. There. Where is that? A lot tough. I wish for you to be there. Okay. So that is essentially filled out. Except for over here. Hello to you too. Pull that rid. No red, no pink. I can replace the... Oh, do I... Hang on. Do I not have any more of that block? Uh-oh. That could be a problem. I'm gonna need more mossy cobble. Hey, there's someone who can bring me mossy cobble. I don't get why I've run out, considering I did count. I did follow the schematic. And yet, I appear to be out. So this one needs to be dug out too. Let's see how bad the damage is gonna be here. Cobble, so don't put that. It's getting too dark for my comfort. So we shall sleep. I shall take that nap. The nap sounds nice. That sounds really nice. There goes out. He was here, and now he's not. Okay. What's that? Oh, that's block. That's supposed to be insight. Shovel. Okay. these all in. Dad has returned. Quick, let's get this all in there. So, no, but this is food area. Why is that not in there? It's like, hello, can I place you? You belong there. Please be placed. I'm sorry, not very chatty today. I very much did not sleep well last night. I'll be going for as long as I can, but eventually, more than most likely, the lack of sleep is going to catch up with me. And I will probably end up ending stream earlier than I will normally. But I was already awake, that's why we started a little bit early. Can I put you down? Thank you very much. Get more and more of this done. With every pass, we get more of this done. Oof. I'm awake. Or awake today, maybe. We'll find out. I don't think this music is helping. Okay. That's all in. Okay. Carol in. That there. You can go there. Okay. Next layer. Uh. Comes to breaking glass. A good pick can make a difference. That is true. Okay. It's off this way. We're going to go over here. We take it up. Wow, am I like exhausted? Granted, I did not think that I've already been in Minecraft for what is it? Already 45 minutes I've been in Minecraft? That doesn't seem right, but okay. Hey, give me a second. I have to mute for just a second. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's get the show back on the road. I think that is a dig there. Yeah, it's a dig there. Okay. I'm just like, let me just double check that that is a dig layer. Poor out. He's just over there breaking glass. Granted, I can give him something else to do. Maybe I'll offer that something else to do. Is that doesn't look like he's doing. Hello, Bean. Coming in with that unicorn.
Night skier got to play the waffles with syrup. Take some napkins and keep your sticky fingers away from my feathers.
You doing okay? I'm glad to hear that. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? How you all doing today? Hopefully you're all more awake than I am. I am not awake. I've been sleepy. I've been trying to keep my eyes open. I'm very sleepy today. I didn't sleep well last night. But we're here today. We're doing our thing. We're here doing things and stuff. Mostly terraforming. We're doing a lot of digging.
Fair warning.
We're doing all
the
digging. All the digging. Because we gotta do the digging to do the terraforming. At least we're getting somewhere with this. That's the important thing. Actually getting somewhere with it. At least they have these good shovels that just devour the earth. Granted, the beacon does help. The beacon helps a lot. I absolutely love how this thing is coming out, though. What I can't wait for is to get to the Coliseum. I'm very excited to get to starting to work on my Coliseum. That is something that I am very, very excited for. Though the amount of stuff I'm going to need for that is just a ridiculous number. I'm working on, like, the projects that I'm working on this season are sort of ridiculous in general. Alright, time to switch shovels. Just gonna throw these in here. And grab all this. The reason why I'm grabbing all this is because I'm gonna need mud. I'm gonna need a lot of mud. So it makes sense to grab all the dirt. Or maybe not all of it, but a lot of it. That's why I have chests sort of scattered around full of dirt and stone, and mostly dirt and stone. Let's put that there, put it there. I don't need the gravel either. And dig up this next section. I dug out a section last night. The section right next to this. And just doing that absolutely destroyed all my tools that I had on me. Before stream today, I had to go repair everything. So we got that. Mostly taken care of. Let's head off to bed here. No, don't need any creepy friends coming by to say hello. I asked my servant Cedar the other day, why was it that mining, like strip mining or something like that, why is that so satisfying? Like to the point where you would just do that just to do it? But something like this is tedious. And they had a pretty good answer. I forget the exact wording they used, but it was something along the lines of, when you're strip mining, yeah, you're going down, like, trying to find something, but it's more of like a scavenger hunt type of thing. Or like a game, trying to find the thing. Here, you're just clearing things out. It's more of a chore. Like, something. Like, yeah, it's something that just has to be done. I'm going to Once this is done, we will see where we are, what needs to be cleaned up, and then we'll do pass-throughs with the pickaxe, clean up the flooring. Oof. All right. Ugh. So much dirt needs to... Oof, so much needs to get done. Let me collect that dirt up. And then we'll start working on clearing out that stone. And hello, Cameron. How you doing? See you throwing birdseed at me. Tired? I feel that. I have not been sleeping well recently. But we're here. We're doing the things. We're doing the stuff and things. This is what I've been doing when I can't sleep. Hang on, where's my rockets? Oop, that's a hole. This is what I've been doing when I can't sleep. For the last few days. I've just been placing blocks. Oh, insomnia, never fun. Yeah. I have this weird thing with my body where basically the best time for me to sleep is from like what is it? Usually it's like from usually it's from like midnight to like noon is usually the best time for me to sleep. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be how much of the surrounding area I'm gonna terraform. The area with my temple on it, which is off that way. Over there. Over there. I might terraform, because like this island I've also claimed. Up top here is going to be my arena, which basically takes up the entire top platform, which is going to be a game. I'm not sure how I'm getting the Ravengers up here in it. We'll figure that out later. That's a later problem. That is a problem for after I get the arena built. I'll probably trigger a raid somewhere and then capture them in a minecart and just run a really long track. Your old SMP was the Ursa Minor? Oh, that's cool. We ended up rebranding because no one could either say the name correctly or spell the name correctly. It was based off of actually a fairy. Bowatch was how we were saying it. I forget if it was Irish or Celtic fairy. But it was a house fairy. It was a type of house fairy. But since no one could say it correctly and it was impossible to spell, we decided to rebrand. And we ended up going with the Ursa SMP, based off of Ursa Major. I think it was. And we actually came across the your old one because we wanted to make sure we weren't going to be infringing on anyone else's SMPs or copying anyone else's. And we debated even using Ursa because of yours. It was a bit of a debate. I hope you don't mind that we're using it. Yours was a pun, and someone else started using it. Yeah. I always like trying to find one that no one else has used before, or at the very least is no longer in use. It hasn't been used for a long time. Just so it's like uniquely ours. Well, I'm glad you don't mind. I do love your new brand and your new avatar and everything like that. I think it looks fantastic, by the way. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. But what do you... I'm still amazed at how much I've managed to get done. I've been working on this for like, I think this is day 4 of me terraforming this. So I've been doing a lot of work. I don't want to know how many hours I put into this. I've recorded it all with, I think it's flashback. I always forget if it's flashback or replay. I always forget which one I'm using right now. But I'll look at the insane amount of hours I put into this after. Because I want to make a speed build of this after I'm all done. It's gonna look insane, considering how many hours I've put into this. But I'm hoping it'll look good. Yeah, I'm really happy with how my area's turning out so far. Like, I haven't built a lot so far, but I'm still happy with everything I've built up so far. Therefore, I appreciate that. Yeah, my theme for this season is Rome. I had the idea since about halfway through last season. I had the idea. And it's quite a challenge for me because I usually go for a darker block palette. So it's a really nice challenge to build with light blocks. For my builds. My first build was like a starting stable, and I used, what was it? I think it was birch and sandstone. And it turned out looking great. And then I got pissed off at myself because I made birch look good. I hate birch. And I made birch look good. Oh, that'd be really cool. That'd be a really fun challenge too. Just having to build with like a randomized palette. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of really creative builds going on right now. My neighbor Cedar is building in like the Elizabeth, I can't say that name. Shakespeare air. Gonna be throwing in some fantasy and stuff like that going on over there. I know there's gonna be some castles getting built, some towers. We have someone who's basically living in the Nether, working on the Nether hub right now. One person has decided to live on the spawn island that works as our shopping and gaming district island, and is basically just has a junkyard. And there is a full-blown, like, what is it? Oil rig, I think would be the correct term for it. Oh, that sounds amazing. I love it when people take blocks and are able to combine them in weird and funky ways and make them work together. It's always amazing to see that work out. Observation Island. I feel like I recognize the name. I think I've seen like I don't know if I've like sat down and watched it, but like I think I've seen at least clips of it. But yeah. It's a shame people can't let people just build in the styles that they want to and make amazing things in whatever way they want to, because let people be creative. Just let people be creative. As long as you're not being hateful, let people be creative. Like, That is the restriction here. Just don't be mean. We have a pretty good group on the server. I can see how how that can happen. And be really annoying when you keep getting compared to someone. We jokingly compare call let me see if I can rephrase that. We jokingly call Shirio our version of Etho. But he very much knows that that is our version of, like, we're joking and we're doing it in, like, good-natured. And it's very much because he's very much farm-oriented and tends to be the one we yell for anytime something goes wrong with redstone. But yeah, I can definitely see how that would be very annoying. Oh. Yeah. It is really annoying when people just entirely misunderstand, like, what you're trying to do, and then compare you to someone else who's doing something that is at the very core something entirely different, or something that is different from what you're trying to do, and it can be very annoying and frustrating at times, and just tiring. I used to have that happen a lot, to an extent in a past life. I don't really keep it a secret. I used to cosplay. I had a fairly big cosplay account before I started streaming. And I got compared to others quite a lot. And others got compared to me quite a lot, and I would yell at people. I'd yell at people to quit it. I'd yell at the children to stop that. I'm sorry that they did that and made you not want to play. It is always horrible when your, like, audience or people that are consuming the content drive someone to that point. And it's always... Oh, yeah, no, it's always a loss, because there's so many creative people out there that the audience sometimes do drive to a point where they do stop making content, and they do lose that interest and lose their spark to continue onward and continue that creativity. Yeah. Asking for like the influence and like, were you influenced by this person or something like that? That is fine. I've been asked like where my influence for some of my builds have been from, and a lot of my influence personally comes from real life references. Some of it comes from other people's builds. Because I do watch a lot of other Minecraft content creators, and I will get inspired by a lot of their builds. But I also never one-to-one copy anything. I pull from like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I see how one person does one thing and I go, oh, that's a really cool idea. I can probably use that little trick in this build over here. I pull from so many different things when I build. And when people ask, like, how'd you learn to do this? I go, real life references, and I watch other people build. Because... And then you just start building, because that's the only way to get better. My first builds did not look good. But this is also a form of art. Any form of art, when you first start, you're no master when you first start, and you're always learning. I can see why that would be the case. I still like watching them personally. But I also tend to put them on in the background. So I'm someone who needs noise. So that is something that I always need. But it's always amazing that I find like where people pull inspiration from. Yeah, I get that. My setup when I'm not streaming and I'm just doing stuff would drive a lot of people insane. Usually, I have at least one live stream open, one video open, and I'm in a voice call while I'm playing the game. And everything's making noise. At least at some volume. And I can see everything. Nothing is fully hidden. I have a very large screen. So, I am just like, I need all the stimuli. Give me all the stimuli. Because, surprisingly, streaming gives me enough where I don't need to have as much going on. Granted, I have music going. I'm paying attention to you guys. And I have the game going, so that's usually enough to keep me focused and not have me ready to like climb out of my skin. Being like, I need more input. So you're a bit like me. You gotta have all the inputs. I have some friends that have seen my screen while I'm working and are just like, how do you function? And I'm just like, and I just sit there and go, if I turn off one thing, I will stop functioning. Exactly. I have not been officially diagnosed with anything, but all the signs are there, so. If all the signs are there and the at-home remedies work, I'm pretty much just gonna say, yeah. Oh yeah, no, AI is absolutely the worst. Especially generative AI. I am like 2 steps away from just fully deleting TikTok and getting rid of all my accounts on it. Fully deleting them. Just like fully downloading everything and deleting them all. Just because currently they're a mess. I know, I need to get rid of that. That is on my to-do list. I have a very long to-do list. That is very much on my to-do list. And I keep forgetting about that one. Actually, I'm going to write that down on a notepad for myself, because if I don't write it down and stick it in front of my own face, I'm going to forget about it again. Yeah. I'm going to leave my TTS as only, currently, I'm going to leave it just as the default voice for, in, what is it? SpeakerBot? Because I'm using StreamerBot. Do I have a pen over here? I know I have a pen somewhere over here. The question is, where did my pen go? Unless a cat stole my pen, which is a very real thing that might have happened. Is it over here? I know where there is a pen. I would just have to get up and go get it. I'm just gonna wait for that to... Oh, that makes sense. My problem is even in Discord, I tend to if it's not an active ping and there's not a little notification, I won't see it. It won't register for me. So I quite literally need a note right in front of me. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go quickly grab a pen. Decisions were made of standing. That was not a good decision. Oh. Okay. Note is made. It is bright and obnoxious green. I can't miss it. It will be gotten rid of after stream today. That was not what I wanted. Thank you. And there's very few types of AI that I can withstand. If it is generative AI, there's right next to none that I will ever withstand it.
Fair warning, an ad is incoming.
There is... But there's definitely types of AI out there that are both good, and then there's ones that are essentially just in everything that we use and has been around for a long time. It's just we don't think of it as AI anymore because of how prevalent generative AI is. Yes, Gen AI is the problem. I have a friend who's currently working on a what would you call it? A VTuber model channel that would function similar to Neurosama, I think is her name. The AI Beetle. The one that Beetle made. Oh, Elle's having a time breaking glass. But he has been working on it himself and is not hooked up to anything like ChatGPT or anything like that. That's the only reason why I'm just okay, I can withstand this because you're not... All the training data is coming from you yourself and any interaction in chat, and you're not hiding that is what this channel is. You're not pretending that this is a real person. It is stated that this model is an AI. This channel is for this. And that is something that I'm gonna be as long as you're not going in and hooking up to anything, I'm okay with it there. As soon as you start using ChatGPT and stuff like that, that's where I have the problem. See, I didn't... I don't know a lot about Neurosama and stuff like that. I know... I know how this one is being trained. How the program's being trained here. And I know it's not being trained on other people's streams and stuff like that. It's all being trained in-house, basically. So, that is the only reason why I'm just like, I have basically said, I'm okay with this until you do this. As soon as you do this, it will no longer be okay. Granted, I know he has a problem with still going in and using ChatGPT. I've been slowly trying to go like, hey, that's not good. Try learning the skills instead of relying on ChatGPT. And he's doing better, so. Oh, I won't claim Neurosama as ethical. Like, she was too, like, as far as I know, she was too good to start with. She was trained off something. And... that is true. I don't know if he has if he has essentially an agreement in the rules where when you first enter in, where it says, if it says like, hey, this is what this is type of thing. Which I should bring that up to him. That is true. There should be a way to be more of a, like, a way to consent to interact. The way he has her set up is that she can read chat, and that is part of her training data, essentially, though. That's the only reason why there can't be, I think, a more of a way to opt in, as like, if there was more of a way of like being able to opt in, that is true. I could bring that up to him. I'll bring that up to him. You bring up a really good point. I will bring that up to him. Yeah. I definitely agree with you where there should be more of a, like, an option to opt in. Sun's setting. Probably won't be able to get all the way up on this row. Yeah, that makes sense. Like having it all localized and stuff like that. I try to have things. I personally try to have things localized as much as I can. I'm also just really dumb when it comes to computers. I may have grown up with them. That doesn't make me smart with them. A perfect example is my current raid shout out. It's still very much broken. Lenore here is supposed to shout out when someone raids, and currently if I try to shout someone out with the buttons I have set up to shout someone out, it just shouts me out. And then there's also the fact that I just said username and a target user. Okay. All right. I'm going to definitely go in and fix that later. See if that fixes everything. Yeah. I've been having a time with that. See, I'm using StreamerBot, and I was originally using Mix It Up, but that I was using Mix It Up, but it kept crashing on me and giving me problems. Like halfway through stream, it would just stop working, and it was consistently doing it. And I tried, like, I tried backing up on my files and then re-downloading everything and like fully deleting everything and re-downloading it, and I tried from scratch without the old files and the backups, and nope, just did not want to work. Kept crashing. And it got to a point where I was just so fed up with it. I just went, nope, I'm moving over to StreamerBot. And of course, as soon as I moved over, they just did a big update and changed the formatting for everything. So all the tutorials were out of date. And I'm sitting here just like, why? No, nothing is the same. Someone help. I might go and download it again. I really did enjoy Mix It Up. It was really nice. I really liked the setup. I really liked how it functioned. I liked how everything ran when it was working for me. But yeah, I might go and give it another shot. I will have to see if I can get everything set up for it. the way I want it to. Because currently I have some things set up so it's entirely randomized and picked. Though it'll give me an excuse to actually go fix the spelling mistakes. Or make new ones. One of the two. Because currently everyone plays with the waffles. Instead of getting a plate of waffles. When they order them. And I sit here and I'm just... Okay. It was already a messy meal. Apparently you all are just making it even more messy. That's not even the only mistake over in, I forget what the other one is that I have. There's another spelling mistake in there. I don't remember what the other spelling mistake is. There's a few of them. But yeah. My lovely spelling. If you want it spelled right, don't ask me. Maybe we'll get this area done today. Oh, that'd be nice. It would be really nice if we could get this area done. We'll find out, though. We still have to dig down another layer. What else do I need to dig out here? You need to be dug out. Doesn't belong there. Why is that? Is that nightfall? Tell. No, not yet. I should make a clock. I'm not going to make a clock, but I should make a clock. There's some of us on the server who are smart enough to run around with a clock. And then there's me, who just stares at the horizon and goes, "Is it dark enough?" Though I have gotten pretty darn good at determining if it's dark enough even during storms like this. Oh, this is gonna take so much muscle cobble that I don't have. You know what, actually? Wait, do I have cobble? I do have cobble. And I think I have more moss back over at my main chest monster. So I can make more. I'll just probably have to go and sit in my bone meal machine again for a while to get more moss at some point. Because that's what I did to get moss. I just sat in my ponytail machine. That's nightfall. Pretty sure. Okay. Come on. There we go. I forgot about my tea. It's cold tea now. My hot tea has turned into iced tea. At least it's still tasty. I don't know what was in that honey. I think that honey had like cinnamon in it. It was some really old honey. I'm talking like probably like 10 years old. It was like a whipped honey, so with cinnamon in it, I think. I found it in the back of the cabinet. Yeah. So originally it was like really light and fluffy, but over time it's settled. And of course, it's honey. It doesn't go bad. So, it's a preservative. Yes and no. The stuff in the honey can go bad. Yeah. Stuff in honey can go bad, but honey itself cannot go bad. If it was something besides cinnamon, I would probably have not eaten it or used it. And it's also local too. That one. Yeah. It's actually, I think that one was from this tree part go bad. That is a true question. I actually don't know if cinnamon can technically go bad. I know if you introduce like moisture into it, I think it can technically go bad, but I think that's the introduction of moisture can cause it to grow bacteria and stuff like that. But since it's in honey, I don't think it would. Yeah. I mean, to an extent, basically anything can go bad. back around here to get that. Actually, you know what? I'll just take care of this up here now. There's also, I'm pretty sure, isn't, like, a lot of cinnamon that you buy in the store technically not pure cinnamon anymore, too? If I remember correctly? Sort of like how, a lot of vanilla isn't actually vanilla anymore. Yeah. It's sort of sad why. Part of the reason why that's the case is because the vanilla plant is extremely finicky. And really, really hard to grow. As in, when it's ready to be pollinated, there's a day. A single day, basically, that it can be pollinated. And people have to go around and hand pollinate them. That is, I don't want to know who licked the beaver's ass and what that tasted like vanilla. I don't want to know. That is a mystery that I will gladly leave a mystery. It's also really sad that vanilla is expected just to get even more expensive, especially pure vanilla. And it's actually also expected that the vanilla plant very well might go extinct within like the next couple generations. That would make more sense. That it was just while they were butchering the beavers. Oh, that's there we go. That's what I wanted. Hello? Yeah. Thank you. There. I should have, yeah, andesite on me. Quickly get all this in. So I can get that all out of the way. The easy block place is a godsend for big builds. Granted, there's something nice about placing each block individually by hand in the particular spot. But in some cases, it's just no, just throw the block there. Just let me throw the block down. It goes there. I've already placed the block once. Throw it there now. Just put it down. All right, I need... Should have cobble on me. I do have cobble on me? Okay. We're just gonna make a little bit of mossy cobble. I should have more moss. There's my moss. I'll make a little bit more. I'm probably gonna need more. And we'll wait for this. Oh yeah. To make vanilla is super easy. It's just the growing of the vanilla bean is very hard. And the plants are super temperamental. I forget what family the plant actually is. Why do I want to say they're an orchid? I want to say they're an orchid, but I feel like that's wrong. I'm not. I don't do plants. Somehow I'm keeping some plants alive here. I think it's a petunia gone wild. And I have a sweet potato that's, I'm pretty sure, possessed. It's been growing since, like, I'm pretty sure it's been growing since Christmas. Or something like that. Or fall, or... I think... No. Yeah, since fall. And it's still alive. I don't know how. I saw red blocks. What are you doing here? Well, you don't belong there, so I'm gonna take you. Right you there. Quickly get all this in here and dig all you out. I wonder how much green wool I still have. That's like the one material that I don't really have enough of. I am going to be entirely done with this build, and there will be holes everywhere. And it will be because of green wool. So, for those of you who have not seen my Coliseum, because I worked on that off between seasons, since I had that planned out for a while. Um, I made a mistake while building that. One of the main building blocks is stripped jungle wood. Apparently, I just hate myself. There's a reason I decided I was doing wood. And that was because I was going to need all of the jungle wood. I'm also planning on just going and finding a jungle and decimating it. Just entirely destroying it. As in, there was a jungle here. I have put forward the, for a data pack to make it so you can, at least the jungle saplings will drop at the same level as all the other trees. Because jungle saplings drop at half the rate of every other tree, and that makes me want to cry. But yeah, I'm going to basically find a big flat area, probably around here, somewhere, and just lay out all the logs, and then run by with an axe. I wonder if YouTube would get mad at me if I title that stream Stripping Party. Probably. Twitch might also get mad at me. Though I'm sure it'll get some clicks. Yeah, that's still a ways away. I need just so much. So much. I think it's the entire, like every single ring, I think it is, takes jungle. I think some of it is jungle logs. Not jungle logs, jungle wood. So it's not even the normal just jungle. It's the it's the jungle it's the jungle, what is it? Jungle logs put together to make those. As I was making it too, I'm just sitting here, I was sitting there going, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? Well, one thing about it, it'll keep me busy for a while. Granted, after I'm done with the terraforming, I'll probably go and actually finish building my shop, my wood shop. Considering that needs to get built, and I'll probably also go finish. I'll probably also go build my wings shop. Because I'm in charge. I have those, or two of my shops. I haven't even started on the banners. I need to collect all those. Granted, no one has brought those up, so I'm wondering if I could just get away with just not. Like, if I stay quiet about that. Yeah, my jungle, not my jungle, my wood shop, I am pulling from the design where I have my, wood farms, which is I have a lumber yard. So I'm gonna make another lumber yard, but bigger. And then I'm going to have it. And I'm going to have a big, like, barn where I'm going to have everything that's, like, crafted inside of that.
Fair warning, and ad is incoming.
But, for my wings, I'm planning to do, like, the bust of two dragons, facing in on each other. With, like, their noses either touching or almost touching. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, like, their wings stretched out behind them or not. I haven't decided on that yet. But I want to use... I know I want to use crying obsidian. I just don't know if I want to use normal obsidian or if I want to use deep slate as the other block for the dragons. Because I don't want to go for, like, a solid black. That's not what I want. I want to add that, like, little bit of color, a little bit of gradient, a little bit of purple, a shimmer to them. Because I want them to sort of be like the Ender Dragon. I haven't even started to think about what I'm going to do for the books. Not a clue. I sort of feel like I want to do something with llamas, though, for the books. Like, somehow have the books, like, each of the llamas, like, named for which book they're holding. And have them holding on to the book somehow. That's what I'm sort of thinking. Yeah, but that's sort of between big project. So. Oh, I'll be working on that whenever I need a break from this. It's nice to finally start to see an end goal. At least for this area. It's only taken almost 3 hours. Alright. Oop. I keep forgetting that hole's there. I'm smart. This time I'm not gonna fall into the hole. Then we're gonna continue onward. Oh. We're gonna do the dopamine thing and we're gonna place blocks. I should be using that wool up top, or any of the holes will result in you falling quite far. Instead we're using it down here. It'll eventually get filled in up top. Ooh, I think we're almost out of the green wool. Got that down there. Dig that area out. This is the satisfying part. Getting it all filled in. Even if some areas are not quite there yet. It all come together. Rid of that hole. There we go. Oh no, where did my music go? Hello? Would you come back? We're trying a new thing. Don't tell me you already broke. I lasted for a while. Oh no, you're just starting off quiet. There. Let's take care of this super fast. Because we can. And I want to, because I don't like this area not being done. It's bothering me. So much bothering. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put the person to sleep. I should just bring that bed over, but at this point I am too stubborn to do it. I've already moved the bed once. I think my tea has officially run its course, which means I no longer have anything to drink over here with me. I'm gonna have to get up again. I don't want to have to get up again. You know, it's gonna be fun trying to find all the spots where there's like, yeah, we don't want it. It's gonna be fun trying to find all the spots that we're missing wool or something once I'm done here. And I have all the wool I need. I'm going to be flying around unaghast for hours looking at this thing, trying to find holes. for the pick. Let's go. Alright. What's up? Let's do it. Okay. I don't know why that's being oh so sensitive. It is. I feel like my mouse is being super sensitive and I don't like it. I need to fix that. Don't know how. But it feels like it's only being sensitive when I try to scroll there. Don't know if that's a me problem, don't know if that's a game problem, don't know. Not a clue. Either way, I'll probably just put up with it. The only time I really use that hot swap thing is when I'm doing something like this. Or I need to constantly switch between tools. And also have an inventory absolutely full. Forgetting if I have that on or off. Hello, can you go there? Yes, you can. Thank you very much. I knew there was more over here. What are you? Oh, pale moss. I'm just like, you don't look right. That dirt is good. Go. What is that? Andesite. Apparently I don't have any more andesite on me. Oh, that's why I had deep slate on me. Okay, let's go find andesite. I know I have more somewhere. There's some. And I'm gonna need some more you. So I'll grab you. Andesite. Andesite. That looks like it's all that I have there. We still need to get the lower stuff there. Okay. I'm not too worried about directionals on the deep slate. I am worried about night though. And then later on I will come through and I will get rid of all the floating trees. Because just not dealing with those right now. I don't even know where my axe ended up. It's ended up somewhere. A proper somewhere. I grab you, yes I can. Maybe. Maybe not. That out. There. Why does that feel like that's not right? That's because that is not right. If it doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. That is not going to exist there. That gives me headroom. Yay! There. Okay. That'll figure it out. Come back down here. Dig all this out. We know that's gonna go away. Apparently, I am out of that again. So let's just get down here and find my moss and... Actually, you know what? I don't need that. I just need my moss. 3... 1, 2... Not quite a full thing, but that'll do. Oh no. That was not correct. I don't think I'm gonna be able to really get that without messing everything up. Okay. I'm going to make a decision here. Put that in there. Put that there. And say, don't fall into those holes. Actually, no, yeah, like that. Spinner, because knowing someone, they'll fall into the hole, and then there'll be trouble. And now I'm gonna have to deal with that trouble. filled in. Let's see what there. Okay, back up here. Nope. Hello. So I can get you back. Okay. Once again, sorry I'm not being talkative here. I just sort of getting in the groove and then not talking. Sorry about that. Those are there. Okay. That went around like that. Okay. I can't be the only one who, like, needs to go around the outside before filling in stuff. Right? I can't be the only one who does that. Well, I know, statistically speaking, I'm not the only one who does it, but still, you get what I mean. Like, do any of you guys do that too? Guys go around the outside before filling it in. Ooh, that's the hole. That's a hole. That's very much a hole. I think there was any gaps there. I don't know what you're doing there, but we're gonna fill you in. Oh, okay, I want to connect that up. still don't know where that's going. Remember where that went, why that was there, what was going on, not a clue. Don't remember. I guess we're gonna find out. It's just a hole. Okay. Apparently I have a lot of holes over here. Like, to an extent, it makes it look more natural. Having the holes and stuff like that. I don't like that hole. I'm probably gonna fill that hole with water. If I remember where it was. Probably wouldn't make sense to go just above that. Oh well. Alright. Another part of the cliff face done. That doesn't look right. Why does that not look right? Because it's not right. I want to fill that one in. I just don't want to have that be an actual hole. Hey, sure he was on. Poor Sherry, he's been sick. That was not what I wanted. I think I'm starting to like not necessarily like lose my ability, but like my ability to keep going, especially on stream, is starting to degrade. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna go for. I did start a little early. I have been going for 3 hours, so a little bit longer than my normal streams right as of recent. So we'll find someone to send y'all on off to in a little bit. I almost just walked right off of that. I've also run out of andesite again. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go get more andesite. Like properly go get more andesite here in a little bit. That's also andesite.
Fair warning, and ad is incoming.
That sheep is forever gonna be trapped under there. All andesite? No, it is not. Looking like I'm also might be running out of my cobble. That's andesite, that's stone. Andesite. Andesite. Yeah, I'm out of mossy cobble again. So, yeah, I think that's gonna be where we call it for at least working on this for today. I'll probably work more on this off stream. I'm running out of some of the key ingredients here, so let me. You can see my lovely spelling. That's 12. Let that save. Let's hope it doesn't crash anything. It hasn't so far. Yay, it didn't again. So it continues to behave. Alright. Find a mostly empty shulker. Roll this in. And that can take those. Where did my chicken go? In there. All right. Let's do a little fly around, take a look, see how we did. We made a lot of progress over here. We got all this area sorted out. Still need to work on the walls over here. Still need to work on all these walls. We got all that wall set up. We got all that sorted out, dug out. most of it all properly the material it needs to be, which is exciting. I'm really getting somewhere with this. I am gonna have to come around here and mob-proof all these little nooks and crannies at some point. I'm also gonna have to do that on the inside, because there's a bunch of ledges that are not mob-proof. So that will be fun to do at a later date. For the most part, it's mob-proof on the inside, though. Just not fully mob-proofed on the inside. Just see horses leaping over here. Hello, what are we doing? Why are we doing it? Why are you jumping? Why are you jumping? I know you want to go back to your owner, but your owner hasn't come to pick you up yet. Let that run. We need to take care of all the horses and move them all into the pen. I know everything downstairs is good because I have shut everything off downstairs. How's this all running? It all appears to be running well. I have no clue how many bees are in here, but you all seem good. I still hear the chickens, so we're gonna say that's good over there too. I haven't done a check on everything yet today. I still need to do the interior in here. That's all looking. I think that's also running good. We'll find out in a moment. No one's come over for poppies in a while. They only come for iron, not poppies. As we sit here, let me start looking for someone to send you guys on off to. A little bit early, about half an hour earlier than normal, but like I said, I'm a little bit tired, so let's see who's along. Let's see who's around. Ooh, that's different. There's a face cam on that. That's not the normal. Alright, so who I can send you on all off to. Oh, I'm gonna send you guys off to a bigger streamer who I don't get to raid that often. She's not I don't think she's usually live when I'm on. When I'm ending. But I'm gonna send you guys off to Miss Jackie, who is playing some Tamagotchi Life. I've seen some funny clips from Tamagotchi Life. I don't think I could ever play that game because the voices annoy me. But It seems like a really fun game. It seems like a really fun time. Miss Jackie is a wonderful streamer. I've always had a wonderful time over there. I'm going to send you guys off over there. I'm going to send you guys off to Miss Jackie. So you guys are going to go over there. Be kind, be nice. If you're not already following Miss Jackie, drop a follow when you get on over there. Grab one of those raid messages. And I will see you guys all when you find your way back on over here. Whenever that may be. But I need to get going. Y'all need to get going. And hopefully I'm feeling good tomorrow. And I will be back tomorrow. We'll probably still be terraforming tomorrow. Because I still got a lot of terraforming to do. But with that, I'll see you guys all then. Whenever you or whenever you find your way back in here. Until next time. Goodbye.